the ATPC team, and dear students. We have among us our guest of honor from Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Today, I, Ayushi Sahai, on behalf of Amity Technical Placement Center, welcome you all to the premises of Amity University, Noida. Under the visionary guidance of our esteemed founder-president of the Amity Education Group, respected Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, the dynamic leadership of Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, Chancellor of Amity University, and the valued support of the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla ma'am. Amity University remains steadfast in its commitment to academic excellence, industry-aligned education, and the holistic development of its students. It is my privilege to host this significant event, the outreach program organized by the Amity Technical Placement Center under the support and guidance of respected Dr. Anjani Kumar Bhatnagar sir, heading the Centralized Placement Division of Amity Education Group. The Amity Technical Placement Center plays a pivotal role in bridging the gap between our students and the corporate world, ensuring that our graduates embark on their professional journeys with confidence and competence. At Amity, we nurture not only academic and technical excellence, but also strong values, leadership, and responsibility. These qualities ensure our graduates meet industry expectations with professionalism. As you interact with our students, we are confident you will see these values reflected in their conduct and aspirations. The Bhabha Atomic Research Center is India's premier nuclear research institution, globally recognized for its pioneering contributions in the fields of nuclear science, engineering, and advanced technology. Established with the vision of strengthening India's scientific capabilities, BARC leads cutting-edge research in nuclear energy, reactors, radiation technologies, healthcare applications, agriculture, and national security. With state-of-the-art facilities and decades of innovation, the organization continues to play a pivotal role in driving scientific progress and self-reliance for the nation. We are delighted to welcome Shri Yuvaraj Nitin sir and Shri Nishant Mishra sir, both scientific officers and distinguished senior representatives of BARC, who are joining us today. Can we please have a round of applause for them? To commemorate this special occasion, I now invite Dr. Sunita Ratan ma'am, along with Team ATPC, to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests by presenting a bouquet, a heartfelt token of our gratitude and a symbol of our strengthening collaboration.
I would like to take this opportunity now to invite my individual domain heads, my HOIs, directors, senior faculty members who have joined the session today to briefly introduce about their work, their institution, and the work they are doing in the space of atomic energy or nuclear science at Amity University. Or kind of research work has already been done. So I would request my, starting from Dr. Mrs. Sunita Ratan ma'am, to please start the conversation and accordingly more people can join. Dr. Pandit sir, most welcome. Please come.
So a very good morning to both the distinguished scientists who've come all the way from BARC, because the relation of Amity with BARC is very, very old. As Alpana ma'am is already sitting, she'll share with you that we've already have a Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology where we are running a number of programs. And also at Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, we are running MSc Medical Physics program, which is approved by AERB. And this is one side when I look for academics, but if you go for the research and the research collaborations and the projects, I think a number of projects are running in collaboration with BARC. We've got BARC funded projects, even in AIS, AINT, nanotechnology, and AINST. And fortunately, a number of people from BARC have visited us. Ma'am is running some RSO programs she'll share with you. And we are also having a number of guest speakers, and we are very much thankful to BARC because whatever collaborations we are having through research, and we are having number of publications in BARC, our students, they are always welcomed at BARC when they go for their internship. In many of the institutions, we are having our MSc programs where last 6 months is their internship. So BARC has been very nice to us that they have rendered a number of internships to our students. And not only that, some of our students are already working in BARC after doing their internships. They have been absorbed in BARC also. So that is all about just a glimpse of that how Amity is working in collaboration with BARC. But it is not that we really want to extend more of it, because we want to have more funded projects, more joint conferences and seminars with BARC people, because number of our programs, you can see Amity University has got number of programs, and number of programs are directly aligned with the objectives of BARC, right? Similarly, the number of people are working on radiation technologies, they are working on nuclear technologies. So all of them would like to collaborate in a very big way. So I think you're coming here discussing will have a very good outcome for this. Thank you so much.
So, good morning and welcome once again from Amity Group. I am Professor O.P. Sinha, heading Amity Institute of Nanotechnology. This is one of the institutions which is the first of its kind in India, even before IITs or the NITs or the central universities. And we are really thankful to the BRC, who was very much generous to our students. Since 2005, they have started accepting our students for 6 months internships. And at that time, Professor S.K. Gupta sir was there, who was heading this material science division. And there was a time when maximum 16 students was accepted for the internship in a one go. So we have the very long associations. And for my side, I am a user of the BRC facility in the past, because I was a research associate at UGC Indore. So I was visiting your Mumbai center. And some of my juniors and my colleague is already working as a scientist. Sobit Bhattacharya is there, Devanshu Bhattacharya sir was there, and then Ranu is there. So some of my colleagues are already there. I am already associated with them. And always I try to send 1 or 2 students depending upon their interest. Again, I am thankful to the BRC for their generous support to our students, and we are looking forward for the more collaborations. And already we have completed 2 DAE project in association with the BRC or the DAE based institutions. Thank you.
Good morning, and again welcome to Amity Universe from all of the candidates, those present over here. I am Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey. I am Director of Amity School of Engineering Technology. I would like to reiterate what my fellow colleagues have just talked about, the way we are associated with the BARC and how we can take it forward all, because already you must be knowing that we are the research and innovation driven university, and where we are emphasizing mainly on how we can take the technology, science and all the innovations forward to the society and to the industry. This university has filed more than 2,500 patents, and many of that has already been transferred to the industry for commercialization. And every year, more than 10,000 publications are coming out of the university. And with this legacy, and we have around 11 universities across the country, 12 universities now across the country, and 17 offshore campuses. And around 200,000 students studying this group at a time, including schools, preschools, institution of higher education and postgraduate, all these, including that. We have a strong base background of 700,000 alumni across the world. And all that what Professor Sinha and Sunita Madam has told about, how we can associate further. Is that high time now? Let us collaborate for all other activities that we are conducting in our campuses, either that is the research innovation is concerned, or the internships, or the placements that we are providing to our students. We are really thankful, and from MIT School of Engineering Technology also, many of the students are going for doing their internships in BARC many times. And we would like to take it forward and would like to understand how further we can collaborate and what way we can have further associations. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Sanal Kumar, Professor of Aerospace Engineering. I'm heading the Research and Innovation. I was a scientist in ISRO. I worked in rocket propulsion systems, both the solid and liquid. We are looking forward for the nuclear propulsion. Is it possible for the aircraft in the future or other vehicles? How safety we can? We are having a very brilliant students, brilliant than IIT students, I can say that. So we are having a lot of publications, and then we are having NASA related projects also there. So how we can collaborate? Possibly I can throw questions to you after hearing from you. Since you are coming from a Government of India department, security problem will be there. So we should not create problems in the last minute. You have to tell me your constraints so that we can collaborate in future. Thank you. Good day.
Hello. Yeah, good morning and welcome to MIT. I am Professor Vivek. I'm head of Institute of MIT Institute of Technology. We have collaboration with Tata Technology and offering very specialized programs in BTech Automobile Engineering, BTech Aeronautical Engineering, and MTech Electric Vehicle Technology. Our faculty members, they're working in various areas like composite materials, additive manufacturing. So we look forward to the areas where we can jointly work together. And one of my batchmate joined BARC in 92-93, Sanjay Chaudhary. We did BTech Mechanical together from NIT Silchar. So he joined in BARC, and one more batchmate joined BARC. I don't know which department they are, but they are with BARC. So thank you for visiting MIT again.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Neeraj. I'm heading MIT Institute of Defense Technology. Thank you for coming here. Already, how we are associated with BARC already has been explained. So now I want to focus more on what area we can look for. So one of the area what I can see is the propulsion. Already submarine propulsion is nuclear based. So in the future, tank or maybe UAV also can be. So this area, being a defense technologist, we can work together on those parts. Secondly, we have a faculty member, Dr. Ravi, sitting with me. They are working on AI of the defense. So those kind of system can also be collaborated. And the third thing, when I was in industry and I saw the example of Mahindra, they come to the vendors, they handhold the vendors, they go to the every level to find out the problem and give the solution. So those kind of thing I request from the BARC also. So sending students for internship, there we can give them some kind of subject either as a elective. So whoever is interested, they can take that subject and then can further go for internship. And internship also, we have a different kind of internship. We have a 1 month internship, summer internship we call, and then we have a 6 month internship. And finally, we have a 1 year internship also. That is for PG students. So these area we can work together. Again, thank you for coming here.
Good morning. I have already introduced myself, but let me briefly take you to the journey of nuclear science and technology. In 2009, we start this course at Amethi, and we have started with the BTech bachelor program, which is, I think, nowhere in the India. Only Modi tried recently to start this program, and they have also not get good number of students. We have BTech, bachelor program, master's program, and integrated program also. And our students are working. They are going through OCS program to BRC. They are working with RPAD basically because our students are selected under the radiation area. So we are have a long association with BRC and we are still working with them. We have number of the project. My faculty is going there working using a Dhruva reactor physics, and we are also associated with a number of the program with BRC. We have already done. So now we are looking for the future, how we can enhance this activity, because one setback is
Hello, Sagar. Sagar, मेरी voice आ रही है?
He has got everything, right? So we would like to know in what fields, in what divisions our students can contribute or our scientists can contribute. Because that is true that number of scientists are already working. But I think this will, because your visit would give us a very good insight that there are many more avenues which are unexplored and we want to explore those avenues.
Search areas where would be automation, it's biotech,
And we also commercialization.
You know what? You know what, like, I have already mentioned that thing, that how many type of areas we are touching in our organization. So in that means you need not to think about that what are the divisions you are supposed to know and apply. You have to apply. There is a centralized process through which the application will be automatically directed to the right division. The process is like that. But you just after our session, you will come to know that what are the main areas we are doing the research. So there are means cutting edge, state of the art labs, and there are very senior researchers who are working for a very long period of time. So automatically means they used to divert. But the thing is that process is very means number is limited somehow. If there is a process, but we are taking without any biasing. So the only thing that other division has to accept the proposal. That's all. So we both are taking the students also. We used to guide the student, but at that time the number is restricted.
These
Very good morning to all of you. Sir, actually, I work on the field of spintronics, which deals with the memory storage devices. So, polarized neutron reflectivity in the solid state thin film division. So, it is very crucial for our depth dependent studies. So, we can have a magnetic depth profile like ESLD profile, electron scattering density. We have a magnetic profiles also. For device fabrications, it is very crucial for dead layer that if a magnetic layer is there any dead layer or non-magnetic signaling layer is there, it is very crucial. So PNR, polarized neutron reflectivity measurements, which are only currently available in India in your BRC center at Dhruva reactor. So I have done quite good measurements there with Dr. Surendra Singh. We have ion beam sputtering. So the good part is this. In this ion beam sputtering, we can sputter material. And apart from this, we have a hexagonal target holder. So within the same in situ vacuum environment, we can deposit 8 different layers. Not only this, we can deposit multi-layer as well as alloy. So we have calculated the beam area, and from the beam area, we can calculate the percentage of the targeted area. So we can have an alloy also, as well as we have a linear feed through. From the linear feed through, we can do the masking. And from masking, we can have a wedge film as well as thickness gradient in the same vacuum environment. So in situ, we can do this. Not only this, we have an optical opening of the windows. We can do the smoke measurements. So without disturbing the vacuum. So when the films grow, we can have an evolution how this magnetic properties are enhancing. And we have the facility of vacuum annealing, ultra high vacuum annealing. So you are all will be very happy to know this. In our lab in MIT, we have a very good vacuum of the order -8. So it is very and it has been developed by here only, and this was supported by BRC. So this vacuum annealing facility was developed by BRC. We are having a Bora electric heater which can go up to 600 in the vacuum. And we also have the tabletop low energy ion accelerator. Currently, we are handling with argon beam and helium and oxygen. So we not only the nano pattern the substrate, we implant also. And currently, we have done some measurement of temp. So we have a clear evidence with our own developed system. We can implant the ions.
What I'm telling you, BARC is really helping us. They are in our labs also.
But as he said that how
Currently, I have submitted one project with Suren sir. So, in that project proposal, he promised that I can frequently use that neutron facility. And previously, last year we have some measurements also, and publications were also done. In 2022, me along with my senior visited there, and we have done lots of measurement, and some are in analysis, and hopefully they will be in good publication journal in the coming time. They are in pipeline. Yes. Not only this Dhruva reactor, we have some projects, beam time approval with RRCAT also, and Sri Hari Sir lab, BL12. So we have done this 2D X-ray diffraction. So we have a in plane as well as out of plane grain growth during annealing. So how the crystallization drag the path. So we have this beam time approvals also. We also do the XMCD measurement, measurement in Dr. Mukul beam line in Indore. That is supported by BRC. Yes.
They all use the BRC and the DAE facility. Maybe that is pretty Basically, they use the full this politics on the police. Will have online on that people then have a super. He has already seen it for the announcing. Mention that.
Another thing I could add is actually sometimes from the besides centralized internship application process, sometimes we look for students for a specific job. Some specific, for example, in my division, we are working with AI in nuclear medicine actually. So sometimes we need computer science graduates or postgraduates to carry out some 3 months project works. Yeah. So now since I've learned that, so in that case, we could contact the faculty directly and ask if such students are available.
To add, MK Pandey is not here, so I would be talking on his behalf, that we've got a computer science department, but we've got a very strong AI department also. You can visit that because I think it is one of its kind in India. that a number of students are already working in different projects in AI. So I think that will, Dr. M.K. Datta is taking, yeah, many, they're very good publications, and I think if the time permits, we can take you there also, and you can talk to. Ah. Yes.
That is more biology related. But they have cancer, very good. And we also have this is the main of bioscience. We also have molecular medicine and cancer. There are also a lot of thoughts on cancer biology. Then we have Center for Translational Research on tuberculosis and things. So now we have a BFF test.
Yeah. So couple of years back, RMC also has installed a BSL-3 facility. So Dr. Pramod Kumar Gupta is leading that. I could connect you to him. And he's working, earlier he used to work on curcumin and these things in immunology.
Yeah, so now that you said curcumin, so the scientists from AMSR, Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. So they are working on using curcumin as one of the molecules for cancer stem cells. So a lot of work is being happening in cancer, not only in cancer with natural products, but also in other diseases. For example, neurodegenerative disorders. So we are working on that. So I think there is a lot of opportunity where we can collaborate. It's just that we have not been able to, but I think
We have
it would
not
be
connected. Yeah.
yes, but this would be a great stepping stone to start that.
or in the recruitment. So you can also take 100 slight issue.
Sunita ma'am, can you just brief the discussion that we already had?
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, we've had a very good discussion with BRC. We have apprised them that there are a number of institutions who are already working in collaboration with BRC. Our scientists are doing a number of projects with BRC. BRC is very generous to give us the projects. And the students from AINST and then AIAS, AINT, they are already doing their internships, and they have been accepted at BARC where they are doing. But I think the visit of the BRC scientists here will be a very good step, because what we have come to know that there are many fields which we have not explored at Amity, because now they are talking about computer science students, they're talking of mechanical students, and I think mechanical students have actually gone to BRC, but computer students have not gone. And secondly, the major thing which I came to know that they are also looking for AI in medicine and AI in medical field. So I think it will be a very good collaboration, and the outcome of this visit is going to be very good and a way forward for all of us. So that is how. Very good. Just आपके एक्चुअली सीएससी के एक्चुअली जी आपके मैकेनिकल के इलेक्ट्रॉनिक के सीएससी के एक्चुअली आप लोग मेरे बच्चे आपके सारे
We are honored to be joined by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla Ma'am. A luminary in academia and administration, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla Ma'am stands out as a brilliant scholar, prolific researcher, and a visionary leader. Renowned for her multifaceted insights, humility, and exceptional leadership skills, she has left an indelible mark on the education landscape. With a solid foundation in engineering, evidenced by her MTech from the prestigious IIT Kharagpur and a PhD from the esteemed Queen's University in the UK, Professor Shukla Ma'am embodies the perfect blend of Indian ingenuity and global expertise. Welcome, ma'am.
Very good morning to all of you. Good morning. It's really a great day that we have a team from Bhabha Atomic Research Center here at Amity University. And we always look up to this esteemed organization for many areas. And we always look at it how a relationship between Amity University and BARC be further strengthened. And your visit today to the campus is extremely important, because opening a new chapter in relationship between Amity University and BARC. Amity University, our honorable founder president, right from the beginning, he always focused on the in addition to academic, the research and research to be in all the areas, especially the emerging areas and which are aligned with the national priorities. So nuclear science is extremely important, and we have uh, almost more than a decade when we have established the Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. And even before that institution, we had a center for the radiation energy, and research was being done. Dr. S.C. Goyal was the founding director of that center, and thereafter Dr. Alpana has taken over, where we have the undergraduate, postgraduate, and the doctoral program. And Dr. Sunita Ratan is already running a program of medical physics. It was earlier of 3 years, but after having the notification coming from the BARC only, AERB, and now we have made that MSc program of 2 years. Still, that 1 year training program will still be conducted, but that is not the duration of the MSc program. So MSc will still remain now the like UGC nomenclature. It will remain of the 2 years, but after that, if they want to have the certificate, they need to have the 1 year training program. And we have the medical biotechnology. Dr. V. Pooja is conducting that program, and only last week only we have finalized that in the next academic year we will be offering the nuclear science as a one of the specialization. Suppose the student want to do the second major. Suppose the student is a physics student, but you want to do the nuclear science as the second major, the student will be able to do. Same way, the if the student want to do the nuclear technology, our engineering student, mechanical, aerospace, and other discipline, they can also do this, the minor degree in that. So we only coming up with that because only today I was reading in the newspaper that where the government is opening up the nuclear science to the private companies. So that means in times to come there's going to be a lot of career opportunities for the students, and I think for any good career progression, internship is very important. In addition to the whatever the course subject they study or the elective courses what they study, but the internship is extremely important. Therefore, Amity University has mandatory internship starts from the very first summer break, and so every summer break the student go for their internship. But in addition to that, as per the government of India, the UGC, now the provision have come of the apprenticeship. Then, in case the student wants to uh, get the practical training and they want to go for the apprenticeship, so our BSc students, all they can go for a full semester in an organization and undertake the apprenticeship. In this, what happens? The total credit of the semesters are core courses, whichever the courses are there, those can be earned through the apprenticeship. So, therefore, the choosing a particular company for the apprenticeship is very important. The kind of the apprenticeship the student will do, whether that apprenticeship will be able to meet the requirement of the course. And so maybe if our student is going to specialize in nuclear physics, so maybe the physics student going for a apprenticeship will be very very useful because the student would like to make a career in that field. So in addition, because as per the UGC, even the students of the final semester, they can undertake either the major project with the research organization, provided that the research organization is giving a research topic to the student. So where the student is doing his complete thesis, Otherwise, the student can do the internship of 4 credit in that organization. Other courses the student can pick up from the online mode, either from within Amity or from the NPTL or SWAM and other uh, portals which are available. So, because since our Amity University's faculty is already is engaged deeply in the research, supported by the BARC, and today your visit surely will open a lot of opportunity for our students, whether they are the engineering students or they are from the science and technology discipline. So I extend very warm welcome to both of you here at Amity University. Our honorable founder president set up a very state of the art Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology, and will surely like you to visit that. And we have been conducting a lot of training programs on curriculum design and development, as well as on the capacity building. And DATRA has been helping us and supporting us big way in establishing this center, and the later on conducting the capacity building training programs. So very warm welcome and look forward working together.
Because not sir told us that they have got many programs for electronics and mechanical, and they would like to practice.
Good morning, everyone present here, and I welcome you to the MIT campus. I am heading the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, which is part of MIT School of Engineering and Technology. And we offer undergraduate 2 programs, BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering and BTech Electronics Engineering with specialization VLSI Design and Technology. And MTech, we offer 2 programs, MTech Embedded Systems Technology and MTech VLSI.
Good morning, sir. Here is Dr. Basan Singh Sikarwar. I am heading the Department of Mechanical Engineering. So this department offer 2 undergraduate courses, BTech Mechanical and BTech Mechatronics. Apart from the undergraduate, we have a courses of PG, where we have to be offer the BTech Thermal and Fluid Engineering. MTech Thermal and Fluid Engineering, MTech Mechatronics, and MTech Production and Industrial Engineering. And I have a BRNS project with IPR, Plasma Research Institute. This project is going on. Especially we are developing here in a atmospheric water generator, and we are planning to set up the 2 setup. One is Mumbai and another is Visakhapatnam, because the 2 cities has a very high humidity, and we are trying to produce the water from the humidity.
Immediately after this, we are also having a close to 2 hours of interaction with the students, and some of our placement teams are already there. Where this interaction will be taking place, allowing us to have a deeper insight about the offerings for students, how we can leverage the opportunities given by BARC, and students how they can take those opportunities that we have. So I would also request you to join this conversation in directions.
It will be very useful that all the actuaries also attend this presentation. That they will be able to tell their students, because the examination period is also going on. They tell their students that what all the that's how they can look at it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. Now, we would like to confer upon our esteemed representatives from BARC the prestigious Amity University Shield as a token of our appreciation and recognition of our growing collaboration. I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor ma'am and the ATPC team to do the honors.
Madam, thank you for hosting us at your institute. And one thing I'd like to say, uh, the future of students studying nuclear sciences at MIT is already bright. I'll tell you why. Because at least in the I say if you are starting MSc nuclear medicine program, so they have a lot of scope outside. Yeah. While I'll say I've been to Japan. Japan has a population of 12 crores. Okay. Japan has over 140 medical cyclotrons and accelerators related to cancer treatment and diagnosis, including proton therapy. 140 accelerators, cyclotrons, for a 12 crore population. We still have 25 cyclotrons for 140 plus population. So imagine the ratio that we need actually. And with the growing incidence of cancer across the country, across the globe, so we need much more such facilities. And in BRC, outside BRC, these students are going to have career opportunities. So they already have a bright future. So you, in this case, are already winning. That I would add. Right. Thank you.
That's like our medical physics students are like once they finish this, they are really given job offers of 10 to 12 lakhs. Whereas MSc physics students they struggle. But this is how it is there.
Even our MSc nuclear medicine students get a in-hand package of 1 lakh after they leave the facility. They're working as technologists, cyclotron operators, this thing, and they are in huge demand. See, every time people retire, people leave jobs, so that opening is always there. There are more opportunities right now, and as in the government's vision to invest on healthcare, this thing, and these opportunities will open up more. So they already have a bright future. So earlier we used to run a DMR IT course. Right. That was the precursor for that MSc nuclear medicine course. Now that right now MSc nuclear medicine has replaced the DMR IT course, and at our institute we are also running MD nuclear medicine. MD nuclear medicine, yes. That also we run at our radiation medicine center, and no one is actually struggling to look for a job. Like there's such a huge demand for in these things. So already we have a lot of, and the number of radioisotopes that we are testing and that has actually gone to the patients is also evolving, right? And the availability is not there. And with the Prime Minister Modi's vision of a public-private partnership in this healthcare and nuclear medicine related healthcare in these things, this will also evolve. So in other countries, lot many isotopes are being used. So this will also go. So we are always going to grow on that. So best wishes for that.
And the 14th hospital is ready to take our students, whatever we will need. So do you think they have done the MOU with us and they are saying your student will be absorbed by us, whatever your number will be there. So that is a demand because nuclear medicine is the passing out student is getting 1 lakh near starting. They are saying that their demand is so high.
We would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am to felicitate our distinguished guests.
But the product of biotechnology, my colleague, so he has contributed to BARC entirely. So happy to make this event possible. So, congratulations to all the people. And none of the promotion can be had. Yeah.
We will now proceed to the E2 foyer for a group photograph. Good morning, everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests, respected faculty members, the ATPC team, and dear students. We would like to start this special occasion and invite our esteemed guests and the ATPC team to kindly join us for the lamp lighting ceremony.
Alta ma'am, Vivek sir, please come.
शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीमभयदाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीम्.
Thank you so much. Now may I request Mr. Yuvraj and Mr. Mishra to please start the session with students who have been eagerly waiting for listening to you. Maybe first switch off the lights for the video. May I request you please switch off the lights? 1 minute.
Good morning, everyone. So, myself, Nishant Mishra. I'm from Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and this is my colleague, Yuvraj Nitin. And we are here for explaining the career opportunity in our organization for you guys. So, we will start our session with a small movie. Okay. So, first of all, we will see the movie, and then we will start our session.
Morning, everyone. And, we are delighted to meeting you in person, and we'll start with the team practice section. Well, first we'll play a short film. It will display the vast research and nuclear power generation programs of Department of Atomic Energy, and then we'll have presentations on in detail about our R&D program as well as our career opportunities in DAE.
We need somebody from the IT. I'm going to call somebody from ITD.
India attained independence on August 15th, 1947, after a prolonged struggle for self-rule. Much has been accomplished in the long march since her rebirth. The country having risen to become one of the largest economies of the world today. Science and technology have played a pivotal role behind every facet of growth and transformation of the nation over the last 75 years, catalyzed by R&D efforts of many organizations which have been established over the decades. Department of Atomic Energy, or DAE, is one of the prominent departments which has made significant contributions. The Atomic Energy Commission was constituted in 1948, soon after independence, and the DAE was established in 1954. Thus began India's journey in harnessing atomic energy for peaceful purposes under the far-sighted leadership of Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha, the great scientist and visionary. Elected president of the first International Conference on Peaceful Uses of Atomic Energy at Geneva in 1955, Dr. Bhabha played an important role in creating awareness and fast-tracking the use of atomic energy for peaceful purposes all over the world.
The immense concentration of atomic energy has made possible other developments whose immediate results have been less happy and which have placed a pall of fear over the peoples of the world. A widespread atomic power industry in the world will necessitate an international society in which the major states have agreed to maintain peace.
Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who took over the reins of DAE after Dr. Bhabha, was an able and dynamic successor. He continued to carry forward and expand the atomic energy programs of the nation to greater heights. Activities in India started in earnest with the setting up of Apsara, the first research reactor of Asia at the Atomic Energy Establishment, Trombay, which is now known as the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, or BARC. A second 40-megawatt research reactor, Cyrus, was commissioned in 1960, followed by a 100-megawatt research reactor, Dhruva, in 1983, and a recently built Apsara U reactor in 2018. Radioisotopes produced in these research reactors play a key role in the development of applications related to radiation technology, such as in healthcare, agriculture, food preservation, and several other societal programs of DAE. Associated activities such as uranium mining, refining, fuel fabrication, fuel reprocessing, and waste management were commenced in parallel at BARC and other locations for sustaining the research reactor and power reactor programs. DAE also embarked on R&D programs in numerous disciplines, carried out primarily at BARC Mumbai, which is the mother institute of DAE. This large integrated center supports research activities in multiple domains, such as physics, chemistry, biology, material science, electronics, etc. Nuclear power generation in the country commenced with the setting up of 2 power reactors at Tarapur, Maharashtra in 1969. Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited has the comprehensive capability to design, construct, commission and operate nuclear power plants. 22 nuclear power plants are currently operational in India.
a state-of-the-art, fully indigenous 700 megawatt electric reactor at Kakrapar, Gujarat, has recently been connected to power grid. It incorporates enhanced safety features typical of Generation 3+ reactors. The department comprises of several institutions which harness the power of atom and contribute to nation building. Atomics Minerals Division was constituted in 1949 to prospect and mine for uranium in the country. Nuclear Fuel Complex was set up in 1971 for manufacturing fuel for nuclear power plants. It is the largest integrated fuel manufacturing facility at a single location anywhere in the world, with a capacity of 1,500 tons per year. Electronics Corporation of India Limited was established in 1967 to meet the needs for design and manufacture of highly complex and reliable instrumentation and control systems for nuclear reactors. Heavy Water Board came into existence in 1969 for the manufacture of heavy water required in pressurized heavy water reactors. Manuguru Heavy Water Plant is today the largest heavy water manufacturing plant in the world. Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research was created in 1971 for research in fast breeder reactors. Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology was born in 1984 for carrying out cutting-edge R&D in lasers and accelerators. Amongst the numerous societal applications, diagnosis and treatment of cancer is one of the most important wings of DAE operations. Tata Memorial Center, under the aegis of DAE, is a pioneer in cancer research and treatment in the country. About 500,000 patients, including thousands from outside the country, receive treatment every year at an economical cost. More than 240 hospitals across the country have been linked into a National Cancer Grid, or NCG, to share knowledge and resources for uniform and better treatment outcomes. One of the recent noteworthy contributions of DAE in cancer treatment is an eye plaque using radioactive ruthenium for treatment of ocular cancer. DAE formulates radiopharmaceuticals, coordinates clinical trials, creates harmonized protocols, and provides imaging services. Millions of procedures are carried out at DAE centers every year. DAE has an extensive program on mutation breeding for developing improved seeds for various crop varieties. 49 Trombe crop varieties, including groundnut, rice, mustard and pulses with improved characteristics like higher yield, early maturity, improved disease resistance, drought tolerance, etc., have been developed and are being cultivated extensively in the country. DAE has also developed irradiation technology for preservation of fruits, vegetables, pulses, spices, seafood, etc., which reduces wastage, thereby improving the viability, profitability, and availability of these products. Food preservation is also served by the liquid nitrogen-based reefer system developed by DAE for refrigerated transport of vegetables, fruits, seafood, etc. Technologies for smart cities, such as radiation-based sludge hygienization and sewage treatment, are also finding uses in large urban centers as eco-friendly and sustainable methods of urban waste treatment. The hygienized sludge, fortified with nutrients, makes extremely good manure and is marketed under the brand name BioGold. DAE is an active participant in several international mega science programs such as CERN, FAIR, ITER, LIGO, SKA, etc. A massive cryostat, which is the largest terrestrial vessel in the world, has been built and delivered to ITER in the recent past. DAE is a proactive partner of International Atomic Energy Agency in the area of research and training related to nuclear science and technology across the globe. India has also entered into civil nuclear cooperation agreements and regional cooperation agreements with several countries, with the objective of developing mutually beneficial scientific and technical cooperation for the peaceful uses of nuclear energy. Some noteworthy initiatives in this direction include exporting radioisotopes to partnering countries, providing indigenous radiotherapy equipment, Babatron, to partnering countries, bridging the global gaps in cancer care by launching the NCG Vishwam Cancer Care Connect, a linkage for sharing information, knowledge and expertise. Creating a dedicated center known as the Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership to promote collaborative research and training programs. With eyes firmly fixed on the future of the nation and indeed the entire humanity, DAE continues to strive towards extending the benefits of its expertise and knowledge in the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family.
So I hope the video was informative enough to have you uh, get started with the give just the gist of the number of programs that DAE conducts, both in R&D and as well as in power generation, in healthcare, agriculture, and everything. In this presentation, we'll just elaborate on every presented domain, and we'll start with the introduction, brief history, followed by DAE mandate, and so forth. So this entire program of DAE does not go without mentioning Dr. Homi Jagir Baba, the great scientist. He was educated in Cambridge, and he has worked with prominent scientists, those that include Chadwick, Wolfgang Pauli, even Dr. Einstein. Right? So Dr. Homi Bhabha was nominated twice for the Nobel Prize, and he was the first Indian to receive the Adams Prize, was awarded the Padma Bhushan in 1954, and as I said, Nobel Prize for Physics, he was nominated twice. So, and Dr. Homi Jagir Baba is the father of nuclear power program in India, as some of you may know, and he took that Atmanirbhar thing before it was a thing actually, and he dreamed of India having a self-reliant power production in a nuclear power program, and he thought
about how could we use our abundant thorium finally to produce power, and we at DAE are moving towards that program. So Dr. Homi Bhabha founded the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in 1st June 1945, and that first campus was at ISC Bangalore. And later on, that campus was moved to the Kenilworth building in Mumbai. Kenilworth is, in fact, the birthplace of Homi Jagir Bhabha. So at his own place, he shifted. See the level of dedication. So you can give your own birthplace for R&D and research. So then then the TIFR was moved to Old Yacht Club. So that is in Mumbai. And now this building is the present headquarters of the Department of Atomic Energy. Now TIFR is a separate entity altogether based in Kolaba, Mumbai. And even Bhabha Atomic Research Center has several facilities there. Those that include pelletron accelerators, and all scientists, along with collaboration from TIFR's scientists, work in tandem for many areas of research. And atomic energy establishment was found in 3rd January 1954 under the leadership of Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. And ever since then, in that time, we had limited finances, limited scientific and technology. Means India just got independence. We haven't progressed there. Then there were powers that didn't want us to progress that fast. So there was a technology ban regime. We were limited by access to technology and knowledge. And in that drought of support, Dr. Homi Jagir Bhabha built up what is called the atomic energy establishment at Trombay. So that from that one establishment, now DAE has centers all over the nation, right from Kanyakumari to Leh, Ladakh. And there's a diverse number of offices that and establishments that atomic energy establishment has taken over. So one thing is now, recently there is a buzz about solar energy, wind energy, and all these things. But somehow people don't ignore nuclear energy, maybe some associated stigma around it that it is not safe or something. But let me tell you why you need nuclear energy. So solar is only available on sunlight, okay, and it looks easier to install, but then there are problems associated with solar that you have to clean the solar panels and all, and major problem is that in the peak hours, that solar energy is not available in sufficient amount. Or as well as there is another problem is solar energy that we haven't yet tackled, is that storage. So nuclear energy is something, as Nishant will explain later. So that's something that is much more promising. And what is the requirement here? So India needs about 3,400 terawatt hour per year. Okay, if in a lifespan of 200 kilowatt hour. So when you compare, so 8,600 currently 86% of our energy is to be made by coal and oil, and we know that what that is doing to the environment and how important it is for us to move towards a sustainable nuclear future. Then like pollution is one thing, then there is climate change. Now this is a bigger thing. So global warming, increased use of fossil fuels is leading to global warming. Okay, so now how dangerous that is to comprehend is that the atmosphere warms up, the polar ice caps melt. All right, those are the ice caps those are reflecting sunlight away, right? And now heat is instead of heat being reflected away, it is being trapped and again melting those ice caps and polar ice. So now this is the runaway effect. If we don't do anything sooner, so we will run out of options. So this is why nuclear energy comes in, and this is the greenhouse impact. You have extreme weather conditions due to these are recently visible in the landscapes of Uttarakhand and Himachal, the flash floods, the frequent rainfall that you are seeing is a direct result of this global warming, and this can't be stated enough. The melting of glaciers, the inundation of cities,
All right. The burning of the wildfires in Uttarakhand that we are unable to control. So these events are only going to increase in future if you're not doing something, if you're not taking action fast enough. The change in sea level. Imagine the coastal area. See, whenever you see a tide coming, so this if a sea level rises by 1 meter, so lot of coastal areas will be flooded forever. We will actually lose that land. So that has to be again controlled. So again, so the problem with carbon fossil fuels, they are non-renewable coal, again causing pollution, oil, this thing, and non-carbon so the options are hydro, solar, wind, and nuclear energy. So hydro, we have a limited capacity of how many dams actually that can be built without the environmental impact of getting that construction done, and how many people actually we have to displace. Again, solar, the storage problem, wind, what is the availability, and finally nuclear energy. So why it is beneficial? So Nishant being a research reactor person will explain it better. Nishant.
As sir in previous slide, these are the options for the energy. So the issue with the I'm focusing on the renewable and clean energy. So you can see that hydro and wind, they are place specific, geographically specific. So we do have the limited landscape where we can find the rivers and those things, so that where we can build the hydro power plants. So NHPC is already doing a lot of things in Uttarakhand and Himachal. Wind, again, the density, energy density, because of the large landscape required for the installation, and again, it is not a committed power like solar also. So now you know that in subsequent slides, sir will show that the amount of energy produced with the nuclear with compared to the thermal power plant, because right now the thermal power plant are the majority stakeholder for the production of the electricity. So as sir told that Bhabha was the father of our nuclear program, and at that time also when we were dealing with the so many domestic things, because we were received the independent, and post independence there are many developmental issue. So at that time he had faced a lot of resistance, because at that time you can imagine that nuclear at the time when even we are struggling for our basic needs. So he told one thing, that no power is costlier than no power. So that's what in future, when fossil fuels reserves are limited, and we do have a very large availability of thorium in India, and we do have the dependency for the uranium for the other to import that. But Indian nuclear program, the famous 3-stage nuclear program, is designed like that we can use our thorium reserves, so that independently we can have a sustained prolonged nuclear operation. So you know that this is the fission reaction, and in fission reaction we are getting the energy. That energy is getting utilized in the power reactors for making electricity, and in the research reactor for creating a source of neutron, so that researchers can utilize the facility for their research work. Now there is as sir told, that there is a stigma associated with the nuclear industry. It is a very sensitive industry. You can think that if there is any accident overall, means in entire means the entire nuclear industry, one accident is impacting the whole industry. And our separate programs are there in which we used to educate people that wherever the new plants are coming, so the misconception and rumors used to take place. So we need to take care, we need to educate people that what is the significance, what is the contribution of these type of facility in the development, in the nation building directly. So you can see that radiation level, there are certain limits which are defined by the regulatory bodies, and these limits, you can see that in the slide that nuclear facility, the background radiation of the nuclear facility, you can see that what is the in the various other application which we are using in day-to-day life. And even some of the places in India it is not showing, but in that's like it is shown in the Brazil, in India, Vizag, and so many other places, natural background radiations are more than even our nuclear facility. But the industry was portrayed like that we do have the radiation and all, but once you will come to know about the facilities, the safety culture, then you will come to know that how safe and how much defense in depth we are using in our facilities. So now you can see, I can give you an example that even in a medical X-ray, this is giving us, it is a millisievert. You can see here, as this is the millisievert. It is the unit for the radiation, means that energy deposited in per unit mass. So 20 millisievert is the occupational limit. When we are working there, so the occupational person, he has the limit of 20 millisievert per year. Now you can see that one single X-ray is giving you 0.4. Single X-ray. If somebody is undergoing some medical treatment, so you can see that how significant these things. But we are not thinking of because of a lack of education. You must have seen that somebody is taking X-ray, then he used to go to the behind some shielding. So we should avoid the taking unnecessary X-ray and those things. So what I mean to say that nuclear facilities are not unsafe, and we do have the proper precautions and the safety culture, safety incorporated in design, so that there is no radiation issues are there. So we are operating the facilities in a very safe manner. And here also you can see that the natural background stake in the dose to the populations. Now come to the that nuclear energy. Our nuclear energy program is expanded for the various sectors. Just like in the NPCIL, the organization responsible for the power production. So electricity, there are other technologies which will be explained in the detailed manner in the subsequent slides. So this is a multi research organization, and here you can see that we do have the societal benefits, like means we are producing the isotopes, and we have the means many more research facilities which are giving the researchers a very advanced state-of-the-art platform to perform their research, and there are certain advanced experiments were going on for upcoming reactors and the new material. So these existing facilities are the test bed for those upcoming facilities and material testing program also. So medical health also having there are multiple segments in which we will cover in the subsequent slide. Actually, that our department, that is the Department of Atomic Energy, you can see that in this slide that the leadership always backed the program. Without it, it is not possible to reach here, because we know that right now in the nuclear as well as in a space program, we are having a tremendous lead compared to the world scenario. So now you can see that since inception, all the prime ministers, because our Department of Atomic Energy is not having any ministry. Department of Atomic Energy and Department of Space, they are directly coming under PMO. So the constant guidance and the unlimited support is the one of the key thing that we have expanded our organization to the multi-research areas, and we are continuing to expand it to serve all the technological areas.
So earlier we had shown how it started from TIFR in Mumbai, and now how many centers that DAE has across country. You can see. I'll start from NPCIL, as Nuclear Power Corporation Limited, that is based in Mumbai. The headquarters are based in Mumbai, and its reactors are all over India, from Kaiga in Karnataka to Rawatbhata in Rajasthan. Then besides TIFR, we have Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics, that is in Kolkata, and several organizations. NICER, that is in Bhubaneswar. Then you have your Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research there in Kalpakkam. Then Variable Energy Cyclotron Center, VECC in Kolkata, Atomic Minerals Directorate in Hyderabad, and all those centers are working under the aegis of Department of Atomic Energy. Then DAE, the division is of these organizations are as R&D units. So key R&D units would be Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Mumbai, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research in Kalpakkam. Then industrial organizations are there: Nuclear Power Corporation, Electronics Corporation of India Limited, Heavy Water Board. Then PSUs will be your Nuclear Power Corporation. And then there are grant in aid institutes such as you must have heard of Harish Chandra Institute of Mathematics. These are all grant in aid institutions. Then in the video that we had presented earlier, you had seen the number of reactors that we have established in across the country. So Apsara, starting with Apsara, then Dhruva, Cyrus, and recently in 2018 we have an Apsara upgraded reactor. Then there are reactors for physics experiments like Purnima 1, Purnima 2, Purnima 3, Karlina. So in these experiments also we have electrostatic accelerators. Then then there are spallation based accelerators and all these things. Then the key, what differentiates India from other worldly nuclear power programs is that we follow a closed loop nuclear fuel cycle. So the one thing with nuclear is that it produces waste. Okay, but I'll tell you that waste is like minuscule compared to what coal and other industries produce. And even then, some of the waste are short-lived; they will die out within our lifetime. But some of the waste may last for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. So what we try to do here is we try to minimize even that also. So we want to see. So as an example, so plutonium is a byproduct of our fission program. So we want to utilize that plutonium also, so that is also consumed in the power process. So that is not left for waste management. Then we use that same plutonium to use or thorium to produce uranium-233, which is again a fissile fuel. So that is a closed loop cycle that we follow. We take the waste and try to minimize it. not only do we minimize it, we are doing from waste to gold kind of thing. See, several radioisotopes are extracted from, let's say cesium and strontium, 90 yttrium. So these isotopes which are used for medical applications are the product of reactors. And
We used to call that program wealth from waste.
see again, even if you are not if you're not joining BRC DAE, still DAE is helping you. So see we see uh, the number of cardiac arrests that are rising, right? And one method for detection of this cardiac is MIBI scan. So in MIBI scan, technetium 99 is used. That is a non-invasive procedure where some radioisotopes is injected into the body, and then they will tell you where there is blockage in the artery or something. So where is this technetium? Who is giving us that technetium? Or research reactors are giving us that technetium. So that is how we are converting waste to gold.
That one more thing is that in the waste management is a very challenging job. You can imagine that the half-life of those waste is in thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. So to handle those things, we cannot keep it in a means we cannot treat like a, because there is a solid waste, there is a liquid waste. So India has become the master in the waste management, and we have the huge facilities. And even world has recognized that the fuel processing and the waste management and the waste processing, we have a very strong infrastructure so that we can take care of the upcoming facilities. The fleet mode, in the fleet mode, many more reactors are coming, but we need to think about the waste also, because nobody else going to handle our waste. So that is why this waste management program has also opened the door for the upcoming upgradation or augmentation of the upcoming reactors.
Dear students and faculties, I'll tell you an interesting trivia about this thing. So some of this waste, that long-lived this nuclear waste is mainly melted into glass matrix, and then those are buried deep underground. And that is and they will last for hundreds of thousands of years. And scientists are working on what language that they should write on those canisters, so that after hundreds of thousands of years later, that the generation, even means we today speak English, maybe I don't know, after how that time has elapsed, that is we are talking geological time, even then it should be readable that this should not be opened. So what to write on that and how to write on those canisters, and how to make that breaking proof or leak proof, so that future generations, long after we have gone, so they don't get affected by that nuclear waste. So that is all being thought of. So
these are the list of the power reactors right now, which are functional across the India. You can see that there are majorly four type of reactors. That one is PSWR, BWR, PWR, and fast breeder reactor. So we do have all type of reactors. So we have started the journey in the taps with the BWR. There the moderator and coolant both are the light water. BWR and PWR are also called that light water reactor, and this PSWR is called heavy water reactor, and VVER is the PWR only. So now the mission is given already, that in the Amrit Kal we need to reach certain milestone, which you can see in the slide. So for that we have many reactors are coming in fleet mode, PSWR as well as PWR also. And you can see that there are, I think, more than 35 times when these reactors, few of these reactors are running more than 1 year continuously, because the fueling is online. Next.
So presently we have 23 reactors, 2 BWR, 2 pressurized water reactors, and 19 pressurized heavy water reactors. The pressurized just in a short in pressurized in pressurized heavy water reactors we are using natural uranium as fuel. So that is much safer, and we have multiple redundant safety measures in that PHWR that makes our reactors very safe. So unlike reactors where you use enriched uranium, so you are stacking a lot of fuel at one place. So in the event of an earthquake or as you have done in Fukushima in Japan, so unlike that, we are using multiple. First is we are using natural uranium as a fuel. So that is has to be replaced very frequently. That fuel rods have to be taken out, replaced frequently. So we are not stocking a months of supply and starting the production. So that means that is ongoing cycle. Then we have multiple active and passive safety measures. So that if there is any event, so that is a specialization of the Indian nuclear power program. How the safety is a primary concern. Then total installed capacity as of now would be 7480 megawatt electrical. Now we'll come to the fundamental mandate for BRC. So we have been reiterating it again. So research and education, industrial applications, water resources, food, and well, I'll elaborate on those things. So in engineering domain, so we have several programs. So the students who are seated may find that we start with all these programs are used are carried out in Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Before the session, we have interacted with various students, so working on magnetics, even some students in nuclear sciences. So we have cryptography trusted platforms, control system for nuclear reactors, accelerators, magnetics, cavity design, semiconductors, nuclear and imaging instrumentation. So these are all carried out in-house. We are not depending on external agencies or foreign countries for our nuclear power program. Even the smallest of the things. See, I'll just to keep things interesting, I'll tell you one anecdote. So we make our own PLCs for nuclear reactors. Why don't we get some other PLCs like from Siemens and all? You know, there is one incident in Iran. So there is one virus called Stuxnet. So Stuxnet was implanted in Iran's PLCs. So they were in their enrichment program so that those PLCs made their motors run very fast and made that made that program dysfunctional. So the interesting thing about is that PLC was not given to Iran. So that virus was implanted in every manufactured PLC of that batch. And that PLC was looking for a signature that it is when it starts working in a nuclear power program in such kind of application, then it will activate its virus. So those type of PLCs are still in the market.
Those in that incident, you can imagine that centrifuge was responsible for the enrichment, means especially for their security related things. So some RPM in lakhs of RPM it is rotating, and simultaneously multiple entire plant was disrupted with one simple cyber attack or virus attack. So in our PLC, we do have such type of that is we call IVNV, that independent verification and validation. So this PLC is designed by us, this PLC manufactured by us, this PLC programming, embedded system, every testing will be taken care by the in-house team. So the versions, the configuration management, everything is taken care by the in-house indigenous team. So we are not depending upon these type of threats. So now other industries are also asking us that recently we have launched the Newcon PLC, that is for especially for nuclear application, that a very high security related protocol are incorporated. So now you can see that what is the caliber of our organization, that this type of requirement basis we are developing the things. You can see we have interacted with some of the user of these facilities. This is the Dhruva, the research reactor, and this is the This is the national facility for the neutron research. Now you can see that the research reactor, the application of research reactor, because as you have seen that power reactor, the application is they are providing electricity. But what about the research reactor? So you can see the instrumentation around the this around the calendria of the reactor. So it is providing the a source of very high flux neutron, and the physics people are doing experiment, and basically it's a structure like it is a vertical tank type reactor, and the fuel and the tray rods, they are means accessed from the top of pile. So now you can see that there are many test positions, creep and corrosion positions, and the whatever we have told that the upcoming reactors are coming. So we are based on the operational experience, we are testing the materials. Suppose in some research they found out that we need that kind of alloy so that our fuel failure will be controlled in a better manner. So we need to test in a similar environment. So these type of reactors are providing the that simulated conditions so that we can test, we can generate the data, we can give to the upcoming designers to design the metallurgy accordingly.
So now we will come with the nuclear agriculture program at BRC. So what we are doing here is, so to appreciate what the nuclear agriculture is for the uninitiated, so we have to understand the science of evolution, how evolution actually happens. So in a population, in a given population of some species, so random mutations occur, right? And that random mutations lead to different traits among the individuals in that population. And whichever traits are suitable for that environment. Let's say a giraffe was born earlier, let's say some giraffe was earlier born with a smaller neck, and among that population due to mutation, there was a giraffe with a longer neck, right? And now the trees around him were tall, so that longer neck giraffe survived, right? So the mutation caused the trait got selected from its natural environment and got propagated. So the giraffe who was tall, who could eat more, survived and reproduced and passed on that gene. He passed on the gene to the future generation. That's not how it happened. But that process takes millions of years for to evolve. Some people could question, okay, why aren't we evolving into something else? Because the process is very slow. What the nuclear agriculture does is we can cause those mutations in the laboratory and simultaneously simulate environments where those features can be tested. And then we can test out species of plants, and then which are more resistant to drought, more resistant to pests, more faster growing. So these traits can be selected, and these are some of the success and one of success stories of various crops that have been produced by the nuclear agriculture department research in DAE. And the other food irradiation. Food irradiation is another key point which is carried out. Food irradiation means the food irradiation. One misconception is that if this food is irradiated, so it will contain radiation. No, it's not that. So food is irradiated using gamma. What that gamma does, it will kill the spores and other microorganisms on that food, and that will increase the shelf life of that food. And that food, increasing the shelf life without adding preservatives. So imagine how good that thing is. And so that is again, and we are not adding external genetic material to that. So they are GMO free. So these are the same. So the food, how will the food be rated? Either it will be rated by gamma. So that gamma has to come either from some source. Source means some isotope. For example, cobalt 60 is one source. The cobalt 60 is again produced in our power reactors, actually in ARCOP facility in Rawat Bhata. So that cobalt 60, which is given to all over the country, it is a byproduct of a nuclear. Means we produce it in our nuclear reactors and give across the country for irradiation of food and this thing. Another method is that you can accelerate electrons, impinge those electrons on some metal, and then those X-rays will be emerged, like the same X-ray procedure. So you need faster, high energy electron accelerators to produce those kind of X-rays and gamma rays to irradiate food. So that work is also carried out in Brit Vashi. So these are the several success stories that BRC and DAE have been processed mangoes and this thing and several shipments. Those high quality food items that are now being exported to all over the world. Then another thing, another medical application is Bhabatron. Again, we have a cobalt source, and this is for cancer therapy. Means there is radiation therapy that is given to cancer patients. So again, it's a beneficial thing. Imported machines are very costly, and our own means this is the how we are actually doing Atmanirbhar before it was a word. You're now hearing Atmanirbhar everywhere. So we have been working on that for a very long time. So Bhabatron has been exported to many countries, including Mongolia and many partner countries. Bhabatron has been exported as a gesture of goodwill. You can see Prime Minister Modi handing that over to several other countries. So 10 countries, 70 units have been supplied to 10 countries. So we take pride in saying that. Then Nisarguna. Nisarguna means the biogas by treatment of organic waste. Organic waste, gobar gas, we have already listened, right? I've already heard of that. Gobar gas is already heard of in our childhood days in textbook. But using organic waste to produce useful gas is again a program designed at BARC. Nisarguna. So again, hydrology, in radiation hydrology. So if you want to know the source where the water is coming from through the streams, how the source is depleting, or where to recharge those sources. So several radioisotopes, very trace amount of radioisotopes can be in harmless quantity can be added to the water reservoirs to trace where that water is coming from and what is the depletion level. So this is nuclear hydrology. Again, treating urban waste by irradiation is also a thing. So see, again, cobalt-60 is a multi-purpose radioisotope for the same. So treating sludge to farmers and this thing, right? Then again, flow rate and sedimentation, leak detection in heat exchangers. So suppose there is some leak, how do you find that? So you can inject a radioisotope and trace wherever you find radiation. Wherever you discover radiation, that will tell you where the leak is coming from. Again, so we have major atmospheric Cherenkov experiment. So that is in Herle in Ladakh. So this thing is an entire area of photomultiplier tube. So when the high energy cosmic particles interact with our atmosphere, so gamma rays are produced and actually Cherenkov radiation is produced. So through an array of photomultiplier tube, you can study what are the about the cosmic radiation. So again, see the reaches of the DAE. Even the BRC has a unit in Henley, Ladakh also. So again, this again, yeah. Advanced purified reactor vessels. So we've been designing several large vessels for pressurized water reactors. So this is again so we have a very big center for design and manufacturing. That is a unit. There's a lab in BRC Trombay. So where we produce such structures.
Giant structure that mechanical students can understand that it is a very challenging task to deliver such a mega structures, because once they went to we have made the critical reactor, then after that we need a design life of 40 years kind of thing. So we can't take chance that we will not get the chance to fix the issues if there is anything. So we have to deliver top-notch product for that. So it is looking like a structure, but it is very, very challenging task. And just like sir mentioned that CDM is one of the the best facility for all those type of things, equipped with the state-of-art equipment, and it continuously delivering, not even for DAE but for other organization also, where they are finding difficult by the private partners.
So in the videos we had shown earlier, you had seen that We have delivered several vessels, cryogenic vessels to partners across the country. So we are making, so you means it is not a makeshift job. We are producing quality vessels that are accepted by the major laboratories across the world like CERN, European Center for Nuclear Research, and ITER, that is International Nuclear Experimental Reactor. So that is based in France. So India is a key partner in that project. So we are making several critical components for this thing. Fermilab, several components for Fermilab are fabricated at BARC. So you can see the quality of research and the quality of global environment that involvement that DAE has taken up. So now a facility much thrice the size of what we have in Mumbai is now coming up in Vizag, in Vishakhapatnam. So now several reactors are planned at that site, and those will push that our nuclear power program to next limits. Research reactors.
Recent thing is there are two research reactors are coming. Some HFRR, that high flux research reactor, and IPR, isotope production reactor. And these reactors are especially pushed in a very fast manner by the leadership, PMO, and our DAE, so that we can fulfill the requirement of isotope, because we are having very limited, because sir mentioned that there is a agency called BRIT. BRIT is responsible because these isotope are irradiated in the research reactor, and after that through the pharmaceutical division they are transferred to the BRIT, and BRIT is transferring these isotopes to the hospitals. So we need these facilities, because as other developing countries or other even developed countries are not having that population pressure. And the thing is that few isotopes, because and someone can say that we are making so much investment that isotope we can import also, but there are certain isotopes which are having the half-life of in hours also. So it is not possible to import. It is not possible to transport in a longer distances. So how you will manage? You cannot do anything. So you need to have the indigenous facility so that you can cater these type of requirements. And these societal benefits are our prime focus.
So these are some other global collaborations that some of those that I mentioned earlier, Fermilab, CERN, of course. These are so we are both contributing in manufacturing for knowledge. There are several scientists working at deputation at these organizations. So these are Fermilab. I've already mentioned that European Center for Nuclear Research. Then ITER, LIGO. There is laser interferometric meter gravitational wave observatory. So all these projects are there. Then Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research at Kalpakkam. So this center was established for research and development of breeder reactors. So I earlier mentioned that we want to use plutonium as a fuel while making our own thorium. So thorium is not usable as a fuel. So you have to do something with that so that it becomes a fissile fuel. Okay. So through a pathway, after that plutonium is used, the neutrons that are coming out of that in the second breeder reactors are used to irradiate that thorium blanket, and that thorium blanket indirectly produces uranium-233, which is a fuel which we can have in abundance in future, and we have large we don't have enough deposits of uranium, but we have huge deposits of thorium that can power our country for decades, for centuries actually. So that is the Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research. So there are several fast advanced fuel fabrication processing, then entropy, then design of alloys, then simulation of assessment of radiation damage. So all these facility, even seismic test beds where you have reactors that can be tested on for various earthquakes. So all these facilities are there in IG Kalpakkam. So again, these are some of the other programs at Kalpakkam. Same in tandem with BRC, several manufacturing of walls. They also have their own analog of CDM. So they have laboratories that can and workshops that can mention critical component. Then RRCAD, Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology, that is in Indore. So it has two major synchrotrons, Indus 1 and Indus 2. So synchrotrons are where we accelerate electrons to very high energy, and when these electrons are turned over the radius by using a magnetic field, they produce synchrotron radiation. And that synchrotron radiation is highly, means very powerful radiation, highly monochromatic radiation can be produced, and that can be used for various studies, like let's say for X-ray diffraction and other things, for material sciences, and it finds applications in various things. Then they also have a laser facility at the solid state laser facility also at RRCAT, and several other, and superconducting RF cavity development, right? So superconducting RF cavity is again used for synchrotrons to accelerate particles to very high speed. So these are some of the facilities that are available at RRCAT. So X-ray imaging. So this X-ray is again coming from the synchrotron. Neutron imaging, so that is in Dhruva, that is in BRC Mumbai. Then photophysics beamline. So all these facilities are somewhat related to the synchrotron radiation that is produced in the accelerators at RRCAT. Then there is a variable energy cyclotron center in Kolkata. So cyclotron, as you must have, because all of you must have had science in your class 12. So in cyclotron, you must have already studied. So VCC has made two of its own cyclotrons. So there are variable energy cyclotrons K130 and K500. So those cyclotrons are there. So those cyclotrons are used for irradiation as well as means what we can do is we can produce alpha rays and other proton of very high energy and use it for science experiments there. Even radioactive ion beam facility is now coming up in VCC. So that in that two heavy nuclide can be collided and stellar nucleosynthesis type of studies can be carried out. Yeah. Now VCC has also installed a medical cyclotron. So recently, so 30 MeV medical cyclotron is there. So so not in so various isotopes which were not produced. So in India, the medical cyclotrons we mostly have are 18 MeV cyclotron. So the more energy of cyclotron, the more number of radioisotopes that actually you can produce. So with the coming up of with coming up of the cyclotron, what we are looking at is at production of isotopes that were not previously possible, like thallium-201 and 68 gallium. We were relying heavily on the import of 68 gallium from South Africa for our gallium PET scan. So now, when the cyclotron it has started that work on this thing, so 68 gallium can be produced directly in our cyclotron facilities. That's 30 MeV cyclotron. Then there is Atomic Minerals Directorate. It has various locations across the country, and its primary job is to mine for uranium, which is a key fuel in our reactor. So there are major uranium provinces in India. So besides uranium, they are also involved in the survey, prospecting, and resource development of uranium, thorium, niobium, tantalum. So these are all rare earth metals. So niobium is extensively used in magnets, as well as niobium is also chemically resistant. So it finds several applications in in particle accelerators and in reactors also, in magnet design. So this is so now we will proceed to the now we have learned about the vast involvement of DAE in various programs. Now
we are coming to the point that we came here for, and that career opportunities. So the career opportunities in DAE, there are means 3 channels through which you can interface with our organization, their programs. The first thing is our flagship course, that is OCES. That is, I will cover in a detailed manner in the next slide. So the first one is the recruitment. Means you will be giving some exam and shortlisted, and then will go under that some interview, technical interview, and after selection, you will go to the training school coursework for 1 year, and after that you will be absorbed to the department. The another program is the academic program, that is the doctoral program. Same time for both science and engineering postgraduates. It will be conducted by HBNI, and it is a purely academic program. So you will be awarded with the doctoral degree. The third one is the practical training and internship, that the pre-final year students, they can apply for the internship. As I already told that our organization have the multidisciplinary research going on. So all type of engineering and science aspects are covered. The latest R&D and advanced technology, those things are already means we are working, and that the students of pre-final year can apply. If they will be shortlisted as per the criteria, then they can be the part of the training program. So that it was a purely practical training. So there they can get the opportunity to see closely, they can see the work culture, and the type of uh, advanced technology work we are working on. So they can have a lead over the, just like you guys are coming for the this thing, that you will undergo the examination of OCES this year. In March exams are there. So in the practical training, they will get 1 year before that flavor. So they can decide whether we have to join it or not. So they will have the edge over this thing. So these are the 3 main programs. Now we can see that. So OCS and DGFS. So these programs are for the engineers and science. 1 minute, let me tell you. You can see the bifurcation here. The OCES and the DGFS. OCS is the oriental course for the engineering graduates and the science postgraduates. So the process of selection we will explain later, but you can see that what will happen after the final selection, that you will undergo the orientation course for 1 year in the training school. Training school, again, it has a very means special legacy. This is started in 1957. Currently 69th batch is going on. So you can see that all the scientists which have come up and has contributed to the nuclear program, they are undergone training in the same training school. So after completion of your training, you will be absorbed in the department with the, of course, the criteria of the passing marks in the training school. And the interesting thing is for the BTech B graduates, that if you will join the OCS program and you will complete the training school training, and after the absorption, that 1 year training will be considered as a coursework for your MTech. So almost all the students used to pursue the MTech subsequently after the absorption in the department. The another program is similar to OCES only, because there also that that engineering graduates used to apply, but the condition is that they have to secure the admission in 2 IITs on their own, that IIT Bombay and IIT Madras right now. So if they will secure the admission by securing the appropriate gate score, and they also secure the selection in the BRC training school interview. So in that case, they will be offered DAE graduate fellowship, and that is a very interesting scheme that they can pursue their PG MTech course from the corresponding IIT. Their tuition fees will be paid by the department, and they will be given very good emolument during the 2-year coursework. And after, means in that in the OCS program, you have to complete the training school, then only you will be absorbed. But in DGFS, at the very initial stage, you will be allotted a division in the BSc, and your appointment is fixed. And you will be provided with 2 guides. One is from IIT, one is from DAE, and you will do the project work in a collaborative manner. And after coming back, after completion of your MTech from IIT, you will join the department and you will undergo similar a training course that is called OCDF from the training school itself. And after that, you will get the your regular work in the division. And the interesting thing is that DGFS and OCS are after selection immediately joining the department after 1 year. But the DGFS candidates are joining the department after 2 years. So you can think that what is the advantage? One thing is that they are getting the degree of IIT, okay, in the department expense. And another thing is that in the subsequent promotions, they do have some flexibility. The eligible years for the next promotion, they have, it will be optimized subsequently. The OCS route is having number of years for the next promotion is more than that DGFS in few promotion interviews, so that they can cover that 1 year. So these are the recruitment one. There are detailed information will be given once the advertisement will come out in the almost all the prominent print media and the dailies. So you can see very carefully the criteria while filling the form, application form. So the feedback we received from the HBNI that many times people used to commit some mistakes during the filling of the application, so their candidature may get cancelled. So it is a request that with the help of your faculty, first of all, just read out the advertisement very carefully, and accordingly you can submit the application. One more thing is there that there are 2 routes for this OCES CGFS program. That one thing is that our online examination. So the dates of our examination, I will show you in the later slides. So you can write the examination of our online examination. Another route is the gate score. So as per the requirement of the number of students, number of trainees, so cutoff will be declared. So you have option in the form that whether you want to enter through online exam or gate or both. So we request you to choose both, so that because at the time when your exam will be there, meanwhile I think gate score may come, may not come. You must have given the exam, but you may not sure that how much score. The uncertainty will be there that score, how much score you are going to do, and what is the cutoff declared by the HBNI. So in that case, it's to maximize the possibility, you have to choose both things through gate as well as the online exam. Okay. apart from this is the means the timelines. So that provisional dates are means around March 7 and 8, 26 examination will be there in I think 4 shifts for the different disciplines. So these are the dates in which means you that examination will be conducted in overall India in the variety of in the number of examination center. This site you can see that BRC OCS exam.in. You need to explore it regularly because very soon means I think 15 December we are floating the this thing advertisement. So you have to constantly check the these things. There are criteria, age criterias. There is a some the one thing I'm clearly mentioned that there is no reservation in the selection process. There are very few examination where this sort of unbiased selection is there. So there is no reservation in the selection, but there are certain reservation based age relaxation criteria is there as per the government norms. But again, this exam, this gate exam, the gate score, these are the qualifying. These are the just qualifier. Once suppose some person has scored the maximum marks, some person has scored the minimum cutoff marks. When they will be interviewed, technical interviewed, and they will be shortlisted. After that, they will be called for the interview. So they are again they can prove it. Maybe on that day he has not or she has not performed well, but in interview itself he will perform. Then it will be the high chances that it will be absorbed or will be shortlisted. So this type of process is there. Then you have to fill the exam. You have to write the exam or the secure the gate score or both, and then shortlisted candidate will be called for interview. And after the selection of interview, you will be sent the appointment letter for the joining training school program for 1 year. And after completion of 1 year, you will be joined the department. Now, this is the emoluments you will receive during the 1 year training. You can see that in 1 year training, in the private, you can see that during the training, how much stipend you people are getting. Means you know that your seniors are getting absorbed in the various industrial organization. But because we are offering here the central government highest post for the graduates, that is the Group A gazetted officer post. So in that, even during the training period, you will get the 74,000 per month, and the structure of course is like that. You will read because entire 1 year will be distributed in the 3 semesters, and in that you will read the nuclear related because you have the special. You should have the specialization of nuclear after the completion of the training. So nuclear related things, coursework will be 30%, and your discipline specific will be 30%, and your project work with the corresponding organization as per the process is defined will be 30%, and after that there will be a vacation for you, and you will be absorbed accordingly as per the vacancy. So similarly, I told this is previous one slide was for OCES, which is directly joining. That this was slide is for DGFS. I told you that you have to secure admission in IIT. So in that case, your IIT fees will be paid by the department. It currently means the model is like that. After the submission, you will get the fees reimbursement. So first of all, you have to pay, then department will reimburse it. And apart from that, you will get the 74,000 similarly till the completion of your MTech. Okay, so the thing is that in OCS and in DGFS, you have to that hostel is mandatory. In the OCS, you have to stay in the training school premises, in a training school hostel, and DGFS in the corresponding IIT hostel you have to stay. So after, for DGFS candidates, as I told that OCDF, that is a course similarly like OCS, they have to do a 4-month training, operational course, orientation course, and after completion of that, they can start working in their respective divisions. So after absorption, this is the starting salary of the individual after the absorption of the department. You know that in the government organization, the package is not the salary actually itself, because there are a lot of other facilities. It's a it depends on your nature of work. There may be 5-day working or 6-day working, but the thing is that you do have a lot of holidays. You do have facilities like leave, travel concession. You will continuously get every year till 8 year. Every year you will get the airfare for your hometown or for all India, wherever you want to go, and with your family. And after 8 years, in every 2 years, you will get for entire of your serving life. And especially for girls, you will be surprised that central government is providing exceptional facilities for the girls. They are getting CCL, child care leave, for 2 years, paid leave. Apart from other benefits, they are getting 2 years of child care leave till the child become 18 years. So this sort of facilities you won't find anywhere, because we matlab, committed for the women empowerment. So I have request to all girls that please consider and read about this type of career opportunities. And one more thing, in our organization, the representation of the girls, boys, we are committed to make it a perfect balance for those things. So there are many. Even sir, group director is women only. Matlab, there are many very powerful leaders we do have. These are certain statistics that how state-wise people are applying. These are the comparison of the gate cutoffs and this discipline-wise. This is the number of students absorbed now. You can see here that this is the training school. This is in the this side. This is the old training school. In I think 2008 onwards, the new training school has been started, and it is a very big infrastructure, and a very you can see that there is state of art laboratories. That 1 year program you won't find anywhere. It is a IIT equivalent facilities, coursework. The special thing of the training school is that many of the institute, even including IIT, they do have the professors and the teaching staff, faculties. The majority, they do have the academic exposure. Here you will find there are many faculties who are already working on the research areas. They do have the practical experience. So when you are coming out of the training school, you already have that exposure, so that you are already in a very advanced stage of the initiating your journey of the technical work facilities.
One thing I'd like to add about this training school program is that for engineering graduates, so once you complete that 1 year training, it's not just training, they give you a PG diploma at the end of the training. Okay. And once then you are joined in the department as a scientific officer C. In that department, you can do a project work for 1 year and then qualify for an MTech degree. Means what happens is that 1 year training course that you have done is taken as your coursework for that MTech. And now you get an MTech degree while working for the department itself on some project. So that is one benefit, that you can get a master's while working. And post that master's also, you can apply for our PhD programs and do PhD under HBNI, Homeopathy National Institute. And in that PhD program also, so you'll get to do some coursework at you. Most of you may get to do some coursework at IITs also. Then you would have a chance to study at IIT also. So that is, those are the unsaid benefits or lesser known benefits of actually joining the department. So again,
Now the interesting part, sir will tell.
that's it. Yeah.
We do have the
Yeah. So Anushakti Nagar is a major. It's called Anushakti Nagar. It's a city in itself. It's a big township in Anushakti Nagar with lots of facilities. We have means this what you see at the center is a sports complex with Olympic size swimming pool, cricket grounds, all those facilities in the heart of Mumbai, and you see the lush greenery around it. So once you visit, at least that's why we are inspiring students to join for the practical training program. So once you come there, you'll kind of fall in love with that place, and you really want to work in in that environment. And several facilities actually.
you just name it, you will have it.
And think about it. Once you are training also, so 74,000 emoluments you are getting free accommodation in our training school hostel. And after that, you are getting quarters in the heart of Mumbai at a negligible HRA. Means living expenses in Mumbai, rent in what is you know what is the rent in Mumbai or in the major cities. Mumbai is on next level. So in that you get this kind of township to live in, and the facilities that are not mentioned here. You get for women, like Nishant has already mentioned, you get 2 years of childcare leave, 2 years of paid leave for women to take care of the child, which they can take in breaks also. Means 15 means when so people do when the child is small, then when he gets to the 10th standard for their board exam, then they take another leave. So in periodically they can take leave. So how much we are empowering women, you can get a idea for that. Also, you we have our own BRC hospital. You will get all the treatment, and some treatment, if the treatment is not available there, you get that treatment from empaneled hospitals, major empaneled hospitals in Mumbai, such as Fortis, Just Look, all these things. Plus, you get this, you get refunded for your child. We have a number of atomic energy central schools in that township where children study free of cost. That you don't have to pay the fees. In fact, you get contingency allowance also for that for the children. Yes, there are the number of benefits for that. Even for men also, that kind of leave. So you get 30 days of earned leave. You have 17 national holidays. You have 10 casual leaves. So imagine, and then LTC also Nishan has already mentioned. So these are the benefits.
Are there.
Then other sick leaves are there.
Security means the profile will be the 5 days working.
Right. So then we'll come to HBNI, Homi Bhabha National Institute. So it's a deemed to be university, and it is located in the township itself. And it is mainly caters to our own staff and also the doctoral fellows, and all the training programs are carried out at this university. And the research regarding to nuclear accelerator, laser physics, all those programs are being carried out at there. And it's a highly ranked university. So it is, as per NIRF 2025, it is ranked at the 7th in research institute category and 12th university in category, and 12th in the university category and 20th in the overall category. So highly ranked university. Like I said, once you join the programs, you'll also get to study in IITs also. Even we have IIT students coming there also for some certain programs. You have faculties from BARC all over DAE and several from reputed organizations. So these are the benefits of this program. So the 10 constituent institutions where means HBNI carries out these courses, means some practical aspects of these courses are Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, RRCAT, VECC, IPR is Institute for Plasma Research. So some of you know that there is a tokamak reactor institute where once you say world is doing fusion and world is doing fusion, people don't know that we are also doing fusion actually in IPR or plasma research facility. We have a tokamak type of fusion reactor there. That fusion studies are going on there also. Then that is SINP, Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics in Kolkata. Tata Memorial Center is of course a major healthcare organization in a very well-known name. Then Institute of Medical Sciences, Chennai, Harishchandra Research Institute I mentioned earlier, and Institute of Physics in Bhubaneswar. These are all the, and there are two off-campus sites as mentioned in the slide. Then we'll come to the BRC doctoral programs. Okay, so now there are two doctoral programs. So these are academic programs, all right. So these mean they are meant for only academic purpose. So if you have to pursue PhD in BRC or in DAE, so they are carried out by HBNI. This is that that organization that gives the degree.
Please pay attention, students.
Yeah.
Because this is the another method.
Yeah.
To get the
So this is
opportunity.
This is very specific for master's students here. Okay, master's students in engineering as well as sciences. So what is DA? So what is DDFS? DAE Doctoral Fellowship Scheme for pursuing PhD for engineering postgraduates. Okay, yeah. So now at any of these four institutions, you can be inducted for the PhD program. So if you have done MTech in the qualifying courses, so then you can apply for DDFS. Okay, it has a separate portal for application. It has we'll at the end of our presentation we'll give you we'll give the important contact details and links slide to your faculty, and we will request them to put it prominently on your notice board so that student can take cognizance. So the DDFS has a separate portal. You apply through DDFS. You will appear for the same computer-based test that you appear for OCES. Okay. Once you qualify for that, and then after, and you'll have to give an interview, and when selected, the DDFS fellows are selected for PhD programs in HBNI, and the program offers you a emolument, a stipend of 80,000 per month. Okay, the program is for 4 years, and it can be extended to 1 year, subjected to review. Okay, the emoluments and the length of the coursework can be extended by 1 year, subjected to departmental review. Okay, that is the program.
But you can see that the amount of the emolument they are offering, is more than the OCS program. And even they do have the very means that in-house this thing accommodation also.
Right. So we have an entire like a PhD hostel. Besides that, this 80,000 per month, you also get an accommodation also, and you are doing PhD in a prominent institute. So post that research, you can find employment across the various industry. So that is also one benefit of doing.
Many students are going abroad for the postdoc after the PhD program in HB.
Right. So now this is for the doctoral program in sciences. So this is for MSc students who have given several entrance exams such as JRF, NEET, JRF and NET, and JRF. So the screening is based on those examinations, and then there will be an interview after that.
Earlier program which explained by sir, that was for the MTech.
Yeah.
Engineering postgraduate. Right. Okay. So this is now he's talking
for the
about
science postgraduate plus those who have done BSc in research, 4-year program BSc in research. Those also and based on their NET and JRF, they also qualify for that program, for that PhD program in sciences. Okay. So again, so this is the selection criteria given. So you have your JEST score, your UGC NET, and these are the qualifying this thing. So that and in the when you click on that link that we'll share later, then you will find all these details listed there. These are the given emoluments, fellowship of 37,000 per month, plus you will also get the accommodation during your PhD program. Okay. So this is. Then finally coming to another important aspect of the practical training aspect first. So this is for the 5th semester students onwards for engineering this thing. So that you can apply, you can go to that link that will provide, and you can go for apply for practical training. You can submit applications and they are reviewed, and when selected, then you can get a call, and that application happens the year round. So if you go to the portal, if it's not open, then it will open shortly. So it's year round.
This is for pre-final year, huh?
Pre-final year. So you can always apply for training. So once you so You can join us for the training program also. You can do some good project work at BARC, and then that is so this is not a recruitment program. This is just for practical training, and that the carryover is that one should mention that you have done your PhD or that this practical training program at BARC. It will be it will look good on your resume as well, right? So this is the intake of practical internship, various statistics that how many intake they have applied and accepted. You can see almost 50%, there is a 50% acceptance in that. So everybody has a good chance. Even we've learned earlier we met the faculty and we have learned that several students are already doing practical training programs at BARC. So faculty may also guide the students to contact the seniors who applied, and then it might help them as well. So this is the eligibility for practical training program. You can find it in the link. We'll share it later also. These are the timeline for the application. So around 15th of December, after 15th of December, please keep checking the portals that we will share with you. Sometime the advertisement will come, and the date for online exam will be 7th and 8th March. The selection interviews will happen between 12th May and 12th June. You will be given a third AC return fare for that interview. And the candidates and see
and this fare is irrespective of selection, means
yeah, right.
if you are selected, shortlisted for the interview, you will be paid. Means once you will come there, you will be reimbursed with your to and fro.
Now, very important point. What is the marks that you need for selection? It is 60% aggregate. Okay. Now, aggregate till which semester? So you will if you are inducted into the training, you will be given a 6 months of buffer time to submit your final mark sheet. Until then, your stipend will be held, but you will undergo training. But at the time of joining, you should have completed every aspect of your coursework. Every project work, seminar, presentations, 8th semester, any backlog, you should have cleared it by then.
July 26th. Yeah, after that, you cannot go back.
Back for your training. That is the deal. Yeah. Okay. These are the centers. This recruitment in DAE. These are various websites with relevant links. We'll share. They will have also have contact numbers. You can call them directly. They'll be pleased to help you with any of your concerns. Then we have for faculty, we have Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences. So faculties, what we have learned after the meeting is some faculty is well versed with this program. They can always contact Board of Research of Nuclear Sciences for collaborative work, for research grants, and all other such purposes. Thank you so much. We'll invite students if they have any questions. We could always answer.
You guys are running late for facing your upcoming work, but we take immense pride for serving this great nation, and would like to invite you to join our organization. Please. Thank you.
Students, we are displaying a QR code for all of you. It is mandatory for all of you to scan this and give your attendance. Could you please scan it, and it is mandatory for everyone to give this attendance. It's an IP-based attendance.
On behalf of Amity University, I sincerely thank the senior representatives from BARC for giving us their precious time and for such an informative session.
You could hand over the mics to students.
Oh, for the Q&A?
Yeah.
So students, if you have any question and answers, please stand up, raise your query. We'll be more than happy to answer your queries. Any student who is interested for the program, please raise your hands, put up your queries. Yes, yeah, please. Beta, volunteers, just get them next. For the Q&A, please stand up. Please stand up, please stand up.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Manomay, and I'm currently pursuing BTech Biotechnology from Amity University, and I'm a fourth year student. So my question was, is there any scope of connecting with the DAE and the BARC being a biotech graduate?
So we, you can check the list for this thing. I don't believe that we have intake for biotechnology in BTech, but you can always, I don't know, you can always apply for with BRNS for research grants. You can always apply for practical training, even if you are final year student. So sometimes we do consider. You can contact us. So. We have several programs for bio. What is your specialization in biotechnology area of interest? Please hand over the mic to that student.
Sir, being a biotech graduate, I've been working in the field of artificial intelligence. So I've been integrating AI models with biology. So that's what I am currently pursuing as a specialization.
Okay. So you can apply for practical training and collaborative project with BRNS. So if there is any opening, we'll let you know. Also, we earlier spoke to your faculty. Sometimes we are looking for students with specific background, and even in any sciences, in biotechnology, image processing, in biosciences as well. So you can catch up with your faculty. If there is any requirement, we'll let you know. But unfortunately, as of now, we don't have any intake for biotechnology students in the OCS program.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Saki Agarwal. I'm currently pursuing Masters in Biotechnology and I'm in my first semester. So I wanted to ask, is there any internship or practical training opportunity for MSc students in biotech?
Yes, there is opportunities in biotech. Please do write to HBNI Students Corner. You will definitely get opportunities. We do take biotech students. They are working on several biotech technologies such as CRISPR, such as labeling of tagging of various biomolecules, let's say peptides, such as dotatate and exendin, this kind of thing, labeling, because all these kind of labeling facilities with radioisotopes are available exclusively at facilities at BARC. So you can always apply for practical training. We always have several, even from MIT, we have had PhD students doing internship at our divisions.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Apur Mittal. Actually, I wanted to just ask that, like, I have filled the GATE form, sir, and the exam is in February, sir. So then, in March, how can we apply for these programs, or in February? Because when I was listening to the presentation, it was telling in March the GATE score will be coming, and we can apply for this training program, sir.
You can, at the time of application, you can choose both. That's why I told that you choose both. This thing that because your GATE score will be validated after.
Which thing both? Sorry.
That online test as well as GATE.
Once you fill the form, there will be option that whether you want to be selected through your GATE score or the written test. It is advisable that you fill both to maximize your chances. All right. So,
sure, sir.
Yeah. So once if your GATE score is available, is above the threshold, and if you also pass the cutoff, so either you'll be selected for the interview through either one of them. All right. So it is advisable for everyone to select both the options. Earlier, what used to happen, I remember back in my days, gate exam used to happen earlier and the test used to happen at late. So what used to happen was that we asked for the gate score, and if the score was above the threshold, then you didn't have to give the written test. But things have changed now. So now it is advisable to fill both the gate and the written test CBT as a path for selection, and then you can be selected through either one of them, whichever is higher.
CBT in the sense?
Computer based test.
Okay, and 60% aggregate, you were saying something score.
So that is for your qualifying degree. Qualifying degree in your, if you're doing BTech, so you
Right now I'm in my BTech final sem just beginning.
yeah. So that is that means the
In 60% or the 6 CGPA, whatever.
Got it, sir.
So if your mark sheet, that's what we said. Let's say your mark sheet, you by the time of your induction, you should have your 60% available. So we'll give a 6 month buffer. Let's say we started the training in July. We'll give you time till December to submit your mark sheet, which has an aggregate of 60%. Right? Yeah. So that is the process.
And this online CBT is there is a negative
Marking as well.
marking provision is there. So whenever you are means attending the examination, so carefully means solve the answer questions which you are confident.
Yeah. And
pardon?
Proctored in the sense? Yeah, of course. Like any other major examination test, whatever the method you means negative marking, you selected all 4 answers. All this will be screened out. Yeah.
Just like +3, -1.
You're right. So syllabus, see, syllabus. Since the selection is through GATE, I would say the GATE syllabus, right? And one more thing which you have not touched is you should have a good conceptual understanding of the entire thing for the interview. BRC interview is one of the toughest interview, and you'll be surprised that we don't do that aptitude test and this thing and general knowledge in this, but your conceptual knowledge in your own field. See, GATE and written test are things that okay, you can solve a numerical and get through GATE, but you should have a conceptual understanding, deep understanding of your own subject. Basics should be very clear first of all. Okay. So if you're using some device, why you're using this, why not another, that these concepts should be very clear to you. And it is tough, but basics are judged at a very early stage. So you should have a profound understanding of your subjects for the interview. Yeah.
So, good afternoon, sir. I'm a BSc Physics student from first year. So, on behalf of all of my classmates, I want to ask if there are any internship opportunities in physics for like first year or second year students. I specifically like quantum electrodynamics as a field to like indulge in research. So, like, are there any?
See, we appreciate your enthusiasm, but once you do a MSc, then once you finish your first year of MSc, then you'll get the training opportunities. So then you would have learned enough to join us and be helpful in our projects. So post your in your postgraduate programs, you're always welcome to join us for practical training.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. for the informative session and for taking out your precious time. On behalf of Amity University, I extend our thank to the senior representatives from BARC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear students, for giving your precious time. We've learned that several of you may have having had practical exams later on. Best wishes for you, and we look forward to see you in the department. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.